Morbid Facts, Part 673. In 2006, Ray Rivera vanished after receiving a sudden phone call and rushing out of his Baltimore home. Over a week later, his body was found in a locked conference room at the Belvedere Hotel, having somehow crashed through the roof from above. The hole he fell through was bizarrely placed, far too distant from any ledge to be reached by a typical jump, leading some to believe he may have been thrown off the roof or pushed from a higher level of the building. Even stranger, a cryptic note filled with movie references and secret society names was discovered taped behind his computer. The eerie case still remains officially unsolved. Just recently, paranormal investigator Dan Rivera was found dead in his hotel room while on the Devils on the Run tour in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Best known for touring with the infamous Annabelle doll from The Conjuring, the 54-year-old had spent years investigating haunted locations and was a prominent figure in the New England Society for Psychic Research. His sudden death with no signs of foul play has fueled eerie speculation, given his close proximity to one of the world's most notorious possessed objects. As of now, the cause of death remains unknown, as Rivera's mysterious end has only deepened the legend surrounding Annabelle. Here are some morbid facts about Will Smith. Will Smith had an abusive father who often got violent with his mother. When Will was 9 years old, he watched his father hit his mother so hard that she collapsed to the floor as blood poured from her mouth. Will says he's always been haunted by the fact that he didn't help her that day, and that he's lived much of his life feeling like a coward. The separation of his mother and father a few years later sent Will into a downward spiral. In his recent biography, Smith admits that it was the first of 2 times that he seriously considered taking his own life. Back in 1989, a 20-year-old Will Smith was arrested for his alleged involvement in the assault of a record promoter. He was charged with aggravated assault, criminal conspiracy, simple assault, and recklessly endangering another person. All the charges were eventually dropped, and Smith became the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air soon afterwards. Smith also made headlines in 2012 after slapping a Ukrainian reporter who jokingly went in for a kiss. Later on, Smith told reporters, "He's lucky I didn't sucker punch him." Morbid Facts, Part 672. Ted Cassidy, best known for playing Lurch in the original Addams Family, was 6 feet 9 inches tall. He died from a botched surgery to remove a tumor from his heart, which resulted from the condition of acromegaly that caused his iconic voice, facial structure, and towering height. After leasing the World Trade Center just weeks before 9/11, Larry Silverstein filed an insurance claim arguing that the attacks on the Twin Towers constituted 2 separate terrorist events, entitling him to double the $3.5 billion per occurrence payout. The case went to court, where the court agreed with Silverstein for 9 of the 20 insurance companies, forcing them to pay double. In total, Silverstein received around $4.55 billion for the collapse of the World Trade Center. In 1991, 5 young boys vanished while searching for salamander eggs on a mountain in South Korea, earning them the nickname the Frog Boys. Despite a massive nationwide search, their remains weren't discovered until 2002, just a few miles from where they disappeared. Initially ruled as deaths by exposure, an autopsy revealed that 4 boys had suffered blunt force trauma to the head and 1 had a gunshot wound. Even more unsettling, their clothes were found tied together with bullets wrapped in them. The site was suspiciously close to a military training zone, but police refused to investigate any military involvement. No one has been held accountable to this day.